Howdy, everybody, each and every one. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live. Where am I? From Morelia, Mexico, live. Every Saturday we do this. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make presentations about the joys of living in Mexico. It's another great, beautiful day here on the first day of March. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's about 70 degrees. It's going to be about a high of 80 today, first day of March. No snow. Everybody's happy. All we got down here is just happy people having a good time in Mexico. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. I'm going to want to give a shout out to Char, who is in the house speaking Spanish this morning. She's packed up all her stuff. She's ready to come on down to beautiful Mexico. We got Mary Jane in the house. Good morning, MJ. Jamie in snowy Montreal with his Achilles out. He's supposed to be out here right now. We got Nancy in the house from Houston. Oh, wow. From your niece's wedding in India. You go, girl. I'd like to go. You should have taken me with you. I would have shot a video on that. My neighbor in Morelia, David, is in the house. Ola to you. And we got Doc in the house from Atlanta. Today is a beautiful sunny day in Georgia. Just sold my house here and preparing for a June return to Mexico. Good for you, Doc. Come on down. We got all kinds of people in here today. Verlaine is in the house. Good morning, Verlaine. Jim Foster in the house from Golden, Colorado. That picture looks like Zihuatanejo. Oh, okay. Okay, right on. Marielle. Lena, good morning from Tucson, Arizona. Great to see you here. If you're new here, first of all, let me say hello to Tooth Fairy. Hola, todo de Morelia. That girl's, she be speaking more. This is my neighbor and David's neighbor here in Morelia, and she speaks more Spanish every week. I never know what's going to come out of her mouth. Thomas Sand in the house from South Carolina. Ola, Thomas, great to see you here. If you are new here, we do this every Saturday. We got Marco in Chicago. Buen dia a todos. He's a Mexican in Chicago. His family is from Morelia. Always great to see you here, Marco. We got Senor Mexico in the house from Delaware. Warm and sunny today, right? Look at all these people in the house. Oh, my God. This is just hilarious. Good morning, Bill, and everyone. That picture looks like Zihuatanejo. We went there a few years ago, and it's a beautiful place. And Jim Foster, you hit that right on the head. I was there this week. I got video clips to share with you about that and Ixtapa. And I'm going to mess the name up, but Zihuatanejo is a fabulous place. It was one of the most beautiful places in Mexico I've ever seen. Crapo. Dr. John in the house. We got Dr. John in the house from sunny Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Tanya, hola, Tanya. Tanya in the house from Seattle. She's getting ready to make her move down here to Mexico, too. And V. Gonzalez. Bon dia, the Bakersfield, God's country. I don't think so. I've been to Bakersfield. I don't even know if whatever. Guillermo. That's my name. Hola, Mamo. We got two Mamos in the house. I see. Buenos dias, San Juan Capistrano, California. I see. That's funny. I see. Great to see you in the house. Axel Foley, been here forever. Great to see you and my two girlfriends. uh, in in the house. Lisa and her girlfriend in the house from my middle name, Dallas. Got to be a great place. Hey, Bill, did you know that the Torritos start today? What does that mean? The Torritos. David, tell me what that means, please. Hola, mis amigos. I'm driving to the post office and I'm watching the live screen from my widescreen surround sound in my flat electric vehicle. Glad to catch the show. Glad to have you here. We got a lot. I got a bunch of video clips to share with you, with everyone this morning. This week, let me scroll around here. This week, I took the bus. Here's the map. From Morelia to Zihuatanejo. Yeah, that's a lot to say, which is right. It's about a 10-minute drive from Expats. I went to both places. I had a great tour guide. It's about, I took the bus. It's about a 4.5-hour bus ride if you go there direct. And the scenery was just fabulous. I didn't mean to do that. Let me turn this off here. But it was a direct ride headed due south. And I've taken bus trips directly north, directly east, directly west of Morelia. And all those trips aren't really beautiful, but this trip was fabulous. Once you get about 2 hours south of Morelia, it's just gorgeous. And I got video clips of the bus ride, and I got to give a shout out to this bus line right here, the Parhikuni bus line. The Parhikuni bus line. It was a fantastic trips. They show movies. They show movies on the bus. The bus was very clean. They had 2 bathrooms. And before the bus leaves the terminal, they check the both bathrooms to make sure that they are fully functional. And halfway through the trip, the bus stops and somebody gets on the bus from this bus line out in the middle of nowhere and goes back to the bathrooms to see if the bathrooms are clean and still working in the middle of the trip. I mean, the drive was fabulous. And we get north of town, and here we're about 2 hours south of Morelia, and there's nothing but cactus and mountains like that. And unlike many bus lines, their windows are always clean, so I could take great pictures. And we're going through these places where there's all this beautiful farmland. When you donate to the channel, this is how I use your donation dollars so that I can see things like this and share them with you. And the further we go, it gets more and more beautiful for the entire trip. I mean, yeah, it's a 4.5-hour bus ride, but what you see is so fabulous. It's like watching a movie. And of course, you go through these small towns on the way there with little restaurants. It's always a trip to see these small towns in Mexico, but because I tell you, man, when you're on the bus and you go through these small towns, or you're even in the countryside, you start seeing stuff and you're saying, "What is that? What was that? Chickens? I saw a pig. I saw a pig just walking around, and all the and look at this." And I'm going to tell you something. I'm on the bus on the way. I got to show you these mountains, and then I'm going to talk some more in a second. I got some beautiful shots. On the way there, the bus was totally full. When I bought my ticket, there were only 3 seats left. I got one of those seats by the time I got on the bus. The bus was totally full. Yes, I have a senior citizen discount card, so it was going to cost about $40 one way. But if you have a senior citizen discount card for the bus, you get half off. But if 4 people before you have used the senior citizen discount card, then you can't get a discount. So I couldn't get a discount on the way there. On the way back, there were only about 10 people on the bus, so I did get my senior citizen discount. But what I found very strange was that on the bus, on the way back, when you get on the bus, I don't know what this is all about, but they have curtains on the bus to cover the windows, and all of the curtains were closed. And on the way back, every curtain on the bus was closed except for mine. I opened my curtains on both sides of the bus so I could look left and look right, see what was going on. But everybody else had their curtains closed because they're just used. They're used to seeing stuff like this. Look at this. You don't see this in Ohio. You don't see this in Columbus, Ohio. You don't see this in Cincinnati, Ohio. I mean, I'm just looking out the windows thinking, my God, look at that. Look at that, Jethro. I mean, how can you have your curtains closed when you got scenery like that going? Look at that. I mean, for about an hour and a half, that's about all you can see is scenery like that. I was amazed. It was just beautiful. It was awesome. Oh my God. I mean, I was having orgasms back in seat number 21. Oh man, look at that. I mean, look at this. Where are you going to see that? Where are you going to see that? Oh my gosh, look at that. But that's a little bit of what I was seeing. Yeah, man. I got some more. But let's go to comments and see what people are talking about. Okay, now Tooth Fairy, Char, hasta luego. Basically, it's the start of the Lent celebration. Thank you for that explanation. Nancy Trevino, beautiful. I can't wait to make our exploratory trip later this year. She. This is my girlfriend, She, and Mazatlan, her and Rudy. Buenos dias. Bill, have a wonderful day. You too. Tell Sheila, tell Rudy I said hello. And look who's here. None other than pretty boy, Brian Maiden. And if you're new here, we do this every Saturday. I've got clips. Oh, ask any questions. I don't know. If you're brand new here, ask any questions. Please introduce yourself. I've been in Mexico for 20 years. I've lived in Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, Ajijic, Chapala, Mazatlan, El Arenal. I've been in Morelia. This is about my 8th month in Morelia. I love it here. I've traveled a good bit through Mexico. So if you're new here, ask any questions. I can help you find immigration help, people here that can help you get your paperwork all done. So anyway, ask any questions. I don't know everything, but I can help you out with some things. I'm like the Harriet Tubman to help people escape from the United States or Canada or anywhere on the planet and come to this beautiful, loving country that's called Mexico. It's fabulous down here. Yeah, you're going to sit in seat 21. Okay, now let's see what else is going on here. Let's see hold on. Okay, I'm lost. Brian Maiden. That was, I got more. Brian, Pretty Boy Maiden. I got more. Mary Jane, yeah. I'm going to sit in seat 21. It was fabulous. And look who's here. Ken Art is in the house. Always great to see Ken Art in the house. And Marco Torito de Petate is a festival being held this weekend and today at 11 a.m. in Morelia using bull effigies made from woven palm leaves. Thank you very much, Marco. Thank you everyone for help. I had no clue. I had no idea. Steve in Kansas City, I arrived late, still wondering where you were en route this week. That is Great Lake. You just out your window on your bus ride. It was fabulous. It was super fabulous. Ola, Rudy, Clemens, Ruli, and Shishi in the house. Yeah, my fellow Buckeye. You had the really? I hope. yeah, really, man. Hey, because those views were fabulous. And she has become a member. Thank you very much. Yes, you can become a member. Just click the little member button and that'll get you right in. What lake is that? I have no idea. Okay. And I knew somebody would ask me that. But I can look at the map. We'll go back to the map here in a second. Bill sent you an email with a link of the festival. Thank you so much. And we have cheeseburger with frijoles. Hola, amigo, my kind of meal. And that's what I lived on. That's what I lived on my trip this week. And Tooth Fairy, God bless you, my sister, donating to the channel so that I can make these videos. Every donation that comes in, I use these dollarinis and pesos to take trips and make videos. I've been doing this for 4 years. This is what I do. Build a Geek, that would be me. Okay, now. I just completed my permanent visa application and can't get an appointment at a consulate. They are very busy, kind of worried that it will be a long wait. No, because I'm ready to move now. Okay, here's what you do, girl. Here's what you do. You need a facilitator because you can find you don't have to go to any one specific consulate. If the consulate that you're trying to get an appointment with has you backed up, contact a different consulate. And that's where a facilitator comes in, an immigration attorney in. And if you go to buildthegeek.org, go to buildthegeek.org, go to FAQs, and you will find the second contact on FAQs is Rosie. Rosie may be able to find you a different consulate. And way down in the middle of that FAQs, you'll find Albaro. Albaro has helped hundreds of my subscribers get their visas gone through. He got me 2 visas. I have a permanent visa now, but you can contact Alvaro and he can help you find another different consulate. Or or you can sign up with the Mexico relocation guide with Mariana. She charges $500 for a lifetime subscription to her services, but she can hook you up with facilitators all over Mexico. There's a link to her in the description below. So if you get stuck with one consulate, then move on and go somewhere else. You may have to travel a little bit further. Now, you will see the Toritos in just about every neighborhood in town. Right on. Okay, cool, David. Do you personally feel that the police landscape in the USA is starting to create a small tidal wave of American immigrants into Mexico? I don't quite understand that. Okay, and that's right. Thank you, pretty boy Brian Maiden, for telling people to click the like button. Click the like button. And if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe. Also, our Facebook group is growing. We're almost at 500 members. But anyway, let's get back to some more images here. We got more. Here are some more image. Here are some more images. Got a reflection problem going on there. But there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, so look at the bridge. Look at the bridge way back there, the little yellow bridge in the background. How can you miss that? When I'm on the road, I'm always thinking about you guys. I think about you guys. I say, oh, they would love this. They would love this. I see this and I'm thinking, oh, everybody, pretty boy Brian Maiden, Jamie, Char Williams, everybody, Rudy, Sheila, they want to see that. I got to show them that. Yeah. Uh-oh, now you're seeing a reflection of my hand in my super camera there. Here we go. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm always thinking about you guys. How can I share the joys of living in Mexico? I think this is Route 137. I think this is Route 137 headed directly south to Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo. And I had a great guide in Ixtapa. I'm going to make a video about him because he was fabulous. But how can you have your curtain be shut on the bus when I guess the people on the bus, they've just seen this so many times that they just get bored with it. But being from Ohio, we don't have views like this in Ohio. No, we don't. We don't have anything like that there's nothing like that in Ohio. Everything's flat with cows and pigs walking around. Cows, pigs, maybe see a chicken, a duck, and flat land. No, we don't have that in Ohio, they don't even say Ohio. They say Ahia. They don't even know it starts with an O. But for 4.5 hours, well, actually, these views like this actually only last for about an hour and a half. And I got 40 shots. I got 40 clips like this. I got 40 video clips, and I just selected 16 of them to share with you guys today. Yep. It was awesome. And Ixtapa and Zihuatanejo, it was beautiful. Both pueblos were awesome. I'm going to show you the hotel that I stayed in. That I wouldn't suggest you stay there, but whatever. And then I've got one more clip of the trip there. This is one of the most beautiful bus rides I've ever taken. And there were lots of people in little boats. They were out there fishing in the lake. I mean, I got my new my earphones, AirPods from Apple that are fantastics, and my reception on the phone, so I could watch YouTube. And I watched the Midas Touch, see what's going on in the news. And I suggest everyone watch the Midas Touch on YouTube. It's the most viewed channel on YouTube, surpassing Fox News, CNN, ABC, CBS. And it's the really only real news. And these are attorneys. They do an excellent job. But I was watching them on the bus, but I couldn't watch them because I'm looking out the windows, seeing all these fabulous views. It was just spectacular. Okay, now let's see what's going on here. Katrina the Maker, beautiful, as beautiful as you, girl. Beautiful landscape. Great to see you, Katrina the Maker. You could go fishing there. People were in their little boats. I was thinking about that. What town do you go to there? Nothing like that. Nothing like that in Kansas either. Bill, this is beautiful. Thank you for always thinking of us. Girl, I got to have my clips. So people will support the channel. Almost looks like Lake Mead used to look like. Truth be told, love that show, The Midas Touch. Those are some $1 million mountain lake views. Wow. It was the buck stop here. It was awesome. I watch MTN every day, Mary Jane. I do too. I like them. No bullshit TV news. Right on. Ben. Who is it? Ben and his other dude, all the people on that show, they're awesome. That's awesome, Billy. I will be going to a different place every month. Right on, girl. Rocky. Beautiful pictures and videos. It was fabulous. Let's get back to here now. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you so much, Rocky. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, let me show you. Let's go back to the map here real quick. For those of you that got here a little late, here is where I was. The bus went down. I guess that's Route 134. Route 134. This was a direct bus. It left Morelia at 7 a.m. It was a 4.5 hour direct bus. If you don't get the direct bus, it might take you about 6.5 hours to go take this trip. And again, to Zihuatanejo. So I could have stayed in Ixtapa, but I was sitting next to this young Mexican guy, and I said, "Well, where should I stay?" I didn't get a hotel ahead of time, and I asked him, "Well, should I stay in Ixtapa or should I stay in Zihuatanejo? And he says, oh, stay in Zihuatanejo. There's a lot more to do. Zihuatanejo, the population is about 110,000 people. 110,000 people. Ixtapa population is about 10,000 people, but to get from one place to the other is only like a 10 or 15-minute drive. I took that drive about 4 times. Ixtapa I'm going to put up a video. I'm going to show you some video clips of Zihuatanejo today. Next week, I'll show you video clips from Ixtapa. And the week after that, I'm going to show you video clips with my tour guide, Antonio. He says, "Oh, call me Tony." He's from Mexico City, but he's lived in the Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo area for 25 years. He was fabulous. I'm going to do a video on just the tour. He took me to places. For $20, he gave me a tour of both cities. It was the most beautiful tour that I've had in all of Mexico. It was breathtaking. And he was such a warm individual. He could speak English and Spanish. He's Mexican. His son is in law school here in Morelia. He has another son living with him in his house. He was excellent. So I'm going to do a video about him in a couple of weeks. If you're ever in the Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo area, you want to get a tour with Tony, and I will be providing more information about him over the next couple of weeks. Let's go back to comments, see what's going on here. Ben is the best. That's right. Ben is the best. He is awesome. If you haven't watched the Midas Touch, you got to do it. It's the only place to get real news that isn't funded by oligarchs. Okay. Steve, I'm shocked that I cannot find where the lakes are in your map. Your videos of the lakes en route are amazing. They were surely amazing. And I want to thank Tooth Fairy. I want to thank Tooth Fairy and Mary Jane for contributing to the channel. And I just got a notification over here. Somebody just donated to the channel. Who is this? Oh, it is Jamie. Jamie just contributed to the channel. He went down into the description and clicked the donate button. Jamie, thank you so much from snowy Montreal. But thank you so much, Mary Jane, Tooth Fairy, and Jamie. And this is when you guys contribute to the channel. I make these videos. I take trips, and that's what I do. I sharing the joy of living in Mexico. We got 76 people in the house, and let me share with you where I stayed in. I stayed in Zihuatanejo. Here is my hotel right here. This is the hotel I stayed in. The Hotel Zihuatanejo. Hotel Zihuatanejo. And I tell you what, they have a restaurant in there. I ate cheeseburgers there. It's about 1 block away from the ocean. Let me show this again. Hotel Zihuatanejo Centro. That's the name of it. Okay. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. I didn't have a reservation, and I had a list I had a 3-page list of hotels. You can see Hotel Zihuatanejo Centro, 703 pesos a night. Well, when I got there, they charged me like 900 pesos a night. So that's like $45 a night. I'm going to say the place was very clean. The staff was very extremely friendly. Their cheeseburgers were wonderful because whenever I go on the road, that's what I eat. I eat cheeseburgers and French fries. I don't go to McDonald's. I don't go to Burger King, but I go to restaurants and I eat cheeseburgers and French fries. That's what I eat when I'm on the road because I can take a cheeseburger back to the hotel room and I can just eat half of it, leave the other half on the little desk or whatever they have there. And like 4 hours later, I can finish it off because cheeseburgers, they don't get rotten. They don't smell too bad, whatever. I'm just saying. But anyway, they had great cheeseburgers. But I'm going to say I would never stay there again. The room was very small. It was very clean. Very clean. The room was extremely clean. The sheets were clean. The pillows were clean. The floor was clean, but it was really old. It was nasty. It was clean, but if you look around, you think I even had a little balcony. They had a swimming pool, so I could sit on my balcony and look at the swimming pool. Swimming pool looked good. Restaurant food was good, but the rooms, I didn't like it. And then they have a crime problem in the hotel. And there was a sign on the door. If you're in the room and you shut the door, the sign on the door says, if you have any valuables and they won't fit in the safe. Well, the safe was only like, the safe in the room was about this big by this big. I mean, it was about this big. It was about as big as a cell phone. I mean, seriously, you couldn't fit anything in the safe. So if you have any valuables, they said, make sure you bring it to the reception desk when you leave. And I got my laptop, I got my drone, I got my tripod, I got a camera, I got like $3,000 worth of technical equipment in my room. They're saying, and every time I left the hotel room, I'm wondering, am I going to get robbed when I get back to the hotel? I mean, don't stay at that hotel. That's all I'm going to say. I got a list. There were lots of hotels, lots and lots of hotels. Do not stay where I stayed. I just stayed there because it was cheap and I didn't see the room ahead of time. Now, enough of that. So I'm going to show this place one more time. Yeah, this is one block from the ocean. The location's fabulous. Their cheeseburgers were excellent. Their family, their staff was extremely friendly, but the room sucked. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna let them alone. Let's go back here and see what is going on now. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jamie, for contributing to the channel. Play that clip. Which one? Oh, yeah. Play that clip. I love the Midas Chub. Play that clip. Brian Maiden, as always, thank you, pretty boy Brian Maiden, for contributing to the channel. And to my girlfriends, Lisa, thank you so much for your thank you so much for contributing to the channel. My homeboy in Ohio, is it expensive to live there? Okay, now that is a very good question. I'm going to say Zihuatanejo is probably, I'm going to say it is cheaper cheaper than Morelia. But Ixtapa, I'm going to show you video clips of Ixtapa next week. I'm going to say it's like the Beverly Hills of that area. Zihuatanejo is like, that's just like kind of the average place, but Ixtapa is like Beverly Hills place, man. And I'm gonna show you clips of that next week. It's a whole different world. And Tony, my taxi driver, next week I'm gonna show you these giant, classy Beverly Hills buildings that have condos in them. And he says, Tony said, those condos are going to cost you about $350,000 for 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. So Ixtapa, I'm sure you can find some reasonably priced rental, but in Zihuatanejo, I would say that town of 110,000 people is extremely affordable. Bill gets more of the cash if you send through the PayPal link, which is very true. Thank you so much. And someone else just clicked the donation button. Let me see who it was. Oh, my God. From Thomas Sands. Thomas Sands just donated $50 to the channel, and I thank you very much, Thomas Sands. I thank all of you for being here this Saturday. Senor Mexico, Zihuatanejo is the H is silence. Ua. Oh, okay. Ua. Thank you very much, Senor Mexico. I tell you, one thing I do very well is butcher the name of all the towns in Mexico. There's a community. I tell you what, there's a community in Guadalajara. It's called Tlaquepaque. Tlaquepaque. It took me like 5 years to figure out how to say that. And I tell you what, the word in Spanish for avocado is aguacate. Aguacate. That's how you say avocado in Spanish. It took me like 7 years. I was scared of the word. So anyway, I'm still trying to figure out how to say Ixtapa and Zihuatanejo. Zihuatanejo. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping me, and thanks for being kind in helping me. Thank you so much. Johnny Williams in the house. Bill, see you are doing fine, my brother. Hey, I tell you what, I am so blessed. I'm so blessed that this is what I do. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so fortunate. Mexico is wonderful. Every day is wonderful in Mexico. I did have a couple of bad things that happened on this trip. I ran into some South Africans, white South Africans, and I'm just going to say it. Those mofos were assholes. I've only met maybe a few South Africans, white South Africans. These mofos were mofos. They were assholes, total assholes. That's all I have to say. That was the worst thing that has happened to me in Mexico in 20 years, meeting white South Africans. Okay, now, Justin, thank you so much, Justin, for contributing to the channel. Love you very much. Thank you so much. David, hey, Bill. Oh, man. That's funny, David. What's going on over here? Something just happened on this computer over here. I don't understand. There we go. Thank you. I live about 8 blocks from a McDonald's. I don't know. I might get tempted. I don't know. Now, let's see what's going on now. Hey, Bill. Okay, we got that. Tooth Fairy. Mexico is the best place to live. Sometimes I feel like I'm living a dream. I'm so fortunate to live among these beautiful people. I thank the Mexican government for giving me residency. Tooth Fairy hit it right on the head. Tooth Fairy hit it. I tell you what, when I first got to Mexico, I have more video clips to show you of Zihuatanejo. I've more clips. I'm going to get back to those in a second. But when I first got to Mexico 20 years ago, I started telling all my friends and family how wonderful it was. Oh man, Mexico's so fabulous. You got to move to Mexico. And nobody did. I gave up. I don't tell anybody. I tell you guys about it. But living in Mexico, it's a whole different life than living in the United States. Marco, Bill, telling it how it is with the hotel. That hotel sucked. The staff was fabulous. Their cheeseburgers were fabulous. The lady that made my cheeseburger, she was fabulous. My waitress was fabulous. They were wonderful. They were wonderful, loving people. But that whole hotel room sucked. Never stay there. Never stay at the Hotel Zihuatanejo Central. Never. Johnny Williams, thank you for contributing to the channels. Thank you so much. Thanks for the hotel up about the hotels. Did vet the other hotels. I saw some very nice hotels. You're going to see some of them in a second. I have the tendency to ask them to let me see. Oh, yeah. I don't trust some of those hotels. I've been very lucky, and you guys have seen many of the places I have stayed in when I'm on the road. I've been very lucky, but this one, my luck had run out. Yeah, okay. Now, Matthew. Hello, Matthew Fonger. Great to see you here this morning. Duluth, Minnesota, USA, and my tour guide, though he's a Mexican from Mexico City, he's lived in Zihuatanejo for 25 years, but he was a contractor in Duluth. He liked it there. Marco, were their last names Musk? That's funny. I had to think about that. Thank you so much, Marco. Elon Musk. He's a South African. Ponder that. Yeah. Okay. You guys are hilarious. What are Black South African people like? I met a beautiful Black woman from South Africa in Puerto Vallarta. She was cool. She was cool and beautiful. She was drop dead gorgeous. Whatever. The white South Africans are being invited to come to the America. Okay. Liston Henry, also living in Morelia, Tooth Fairy. I concur with you 1000% about living in, I think you mean Mexico, or I don't know. But yeah, right on. You're so very welcome, Matthew. Now, Axel. Bill, do you plan on doing recon deeper into the northern part of Mexico. Yes. And let me say this about my trip from this week. It was, I mean, this was the last week of February, and I had to use my air conditioning. I left my air conditioner on the whole time because outside it was hot and humid as hell. By about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, from 1 to 6 p.m., it was hot and humid as hell. I don't like that. So, yes, I will be exploring more of northern Mexico, specifically as the summer comes. I'm glad to see someone else is afraid of saying aguacate. Aguacate. Took me years to figure out how to say that. Good looking, SP. Hey, okay, now, let's go. I got more clips. Let's walk around town. Now, the town, okay, here we go. This is about 2 blocks away from my hotel, and there were all kinds. Look at all the tourists. I hadn't seen this many white people since I saw Donald Trump's cabinet members. That was the last time I mean, here in Morelia, we don't see hardly any white people. Look at this. Now, the good thing is it was a mixture of unlike Mazatlan, where most of the tourists are Canadians and mostly elderly kind of people. There were young couples, older couples, families with children, but I really enjoyed walking around the fabulous streets. This is Zihuatanejo. That's where, and this is maybe 3 blocks from my hotel. All these shots are 3 to 4 blocks from my hotel. And they had lots of nighttime entertainment. They had music, bars, lots of restaurants, lots of hotels, and they have shops like this where you can buy, I call it junk. But it was different. They didn't look like junk shops. And you can see all the people. This is the last week of February. All these people are wearing shorts, short sleeve shirts. I even bought some shorts. I bought some shorts before I went there. Super pizzas. I bought some shorts before I went there at, where did I buy? There's this place about 4 blocks from where I live, and they sell cheap clothing. So before I went, I thought maybe I'd get in the pool, maybe I'd get in the ocean. So I bought a pair of shorts for swimming in the ocean for $2.50 before I went. But I would strongly suggest this trip. I had never heard of Zihuatanejo like until about 3 weeks ago. Ixtapa, the lady I've become friends with at Oxo. This Oxo is about 6 blocks away. She owns a property in Ixtapa. But this is maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday morning or afternoon. Look at the young women. There were a lot of young people, young couples. It wasn't all senior citizens like me. Everybody wasn't older than me. In Mazatlan, it was like everybody was older than me. Look at that little young girl. Hey, I had to get a camera shot of the young girl. Again, this is Zihuatanejo. I strongly suggest this trip. Get a hotel that wasn't as nasty as mine. More shops. Now, the good thing, yeah, they had junk shops, but they were pretty, unlike many junk shops that you might see in Mazatlan or some of the other cities that you have seen me go to. But also Zihuatanejo, they have they have a bus station there. Ixtapa does not have a bus station, but Ixtapa, there's an OXXO over there. But Ixtapa does have an international airport. So you can fly directly into the international airport. Ixtapa does not have a bus station. They will drop you off there. But Zihuatanejo does have a bus station. And 1 block away from my hotel, there was an OXXO. This is about 7 blocks away from my hotel. And if you're not familiar with OXXO, it's like 7-Eleven, except everything is much more affordable than 7-Eleven. It's like a 7-Eleven with a 50% discount on everything. And there are 20,000 OXXOs in Mexico, literally 20,000. Here we go. But I tell you, this town, and the short nickname of this town is Zihua. Look at the mountains. Look at the mountains surrounding this town. Zihua. That's the short name. But I loved it. I loved it, and I strongly suggest this trip. Okay, now we're going to go back to comments in a second. But I'm going to say this is the last week of February that I'm taking these videos, and it was hot and humid as hell. This shot here, the beach is like I'm going to say 50 yards from where I am taking these shots. There's another guy with his shorts on. I think all the people that you're going to see in this video have shorts on. Another OXXO. This OXXO is about a block, a different OXXO, about a block away from my hotel. And here, there's a basketball court right there, and you can see the beach barely in front of those mountains, lots of boats. Now, let me say what I haven't said. All the tourist stuff that you want to see, and I mean, you can, one of my neighbors in the hotel, he went on a fishing trip, caught a tuna. You can go scuba diving. That's pretty good, huh? Scuba diving. You can go scuba diving. You can go snorkeling. You can go swim with the dolphins, or you can just sit around on the street. Many people just go to the restaurants and just drink beer all day long and drink tequila, get all messed up, go out dancing at nighttime. So they have both cities, Ixtapa and Zihuatanejo, they have all that touristy stuff. They have it all there. So I strongly suggest this trip. Let me make a note here. Well, let me show one more video clip, then I'm going to go to chat. Okay, now here we go. And you can see that's a basketball court right there. You can barely see the rim. And lots of boats. You can take boat tours. You can people will take you out fishing, and you can catch all kinds of giant fish. They had lots of very artistic statues all over the town. It was beautiful. But in 2 weeks, next week, I'm going to show you the Ixtapa videos. And then the week after that, I'm going to show you videos from where Tony took me on a tour that was excellent. These are all fishing boats, tour boats. And if you look in the middle of the screen at the top, all of those condos up on the mountain there. Lots of expats in this community, maybe a few too many for me. And Tony, he does such a good job. He's a taxi driver. He gives tours. He'll take you all over town. But he was taking me around, and it seemed like he knew almost every expat in the city. He's waving at everybody, knew people by name. He was busy. He was busy all day, every day, because he knows he's been driving taxi for 25 years, and all the expats, they call him to take them to the airport and everything. But I'm going to have all of his contact information. He's one of the most warm person that I have ever met on the planet. Okay, now I got to write down what was the last video that I should have got to write that down. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to chat here in a second. Let's see here. I want to thank Char. Is that? Yeah. I want to thank Char Williams for donating to the channel. Thank you so much, Char. Greatly, as always. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Oh, wow. Let's go to comments, see what's going on here. Okay, now here we go. Let's see. I got to scroll back. I'm finding where I left. There we go. Here we go. SP. Are you familiar with the term El Baño? No, I'm not. Matthew, 79 degrees is a good temperature. Yeah, especially if you're in Duluth, Minnesota. Yeah. I tell you what, man, I love the weather in Morelia. I love it. It's never too humid here. I love it. My contractor's family eyed from Durango, Mexico. That region is known for these scorpions. Yes, I was in Durango. I did a video on Durango. And when I lived in Mazatlan, my landlord lived in Durango. Durango is fabulous. But when I lived in Chapala for 3 years, I killed at least 200 scorpions in 3 years. All the clips you are showing, I'm so very impressed with how clean everything is. Yes. Now I'm Brian, Pretty Boy Maiden. I'm going to exaggerate here, but in Ixtapa and Zihuatanejo, I don't remember seeing one piece of garbage on any sidewalk ever. Extremely clean. Crypto, thank you for everything you do. We all appreciate virtually leaving America for at least the moment. Thank you very much, Crypto. David, hey, Bill. 2 new gringos moved into my neighborhood. There you go. That's funny. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Yeah. Okay, we got that. JH. I once heard someone say, hey, Anita Bath. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, I won't visit that town. I don't like to see so many. I'm sure it's not their fault, but when I see these people, they remind me of USA, and that place scares me to death. Yeah, it was kind of freaky. Uh, and I'm going to be very honest. I was shocked because in Moravia, you don't see white people. You know, I never see. I'm going to walk to the store. I'm going to see there's a family that lives in the next building. They're missionaries. They're about husband and wife. They're about 35 years old, I would say, missionaries. They have 3 kids. They're white. They're from Oregon. Very nice people. But other than them, I'm thinking, there's a guy that lives like 3 blocks away. Barnes is his last name. I've never met him. He's a subscriber. But I'm going to say in my neighborhood, there aren't any white people. No Canadians, no Americans. I'm going to go to the store. I never see Americans or Canadians at the giant grocery stores ever. I mean, I can go a month and never see any white people. So when I got to this town, there was just like white people everywhere. I was shocked. Hey, I'm cool, but it was kind of shocking. But also, let me say this. When I lived in Puerto Vallarta for 10 years, all the white people leave in the hot months. So in Puerto Vallarta in the summertime, all you see is Mexicans. All you see is Mexicans for about 6 months when it's hot. And then October 15th, all the Canadians and Americans come back. And it's like an invasion. And I swear to God, every October 15th, I would look around. I'd see white people. I mean, like a lot of them. And I think, ooh, what happened? It was funny. You got to experience it. Bill, what type of clothing makes you stand out as a gringo? Yeah. Well, I'm going to show you some more clips. Just look at the way these people are dressed. And sometimes it's not the clothing. I saw a white person that was whiter than this. I mean, it was, and they call them fresh off boat. Okay, temperature seems warm. It was. I get gout if I drink too much beer. You got to practice more. Practice more and you'll be okay. China, are you answering questions? Yes, I am, China. And great to see you here, China. That's the main reason I'm here. Ask me any questions and I'll answer whatever I can. And usually, if I can't answer the question, someone in the room can. Very good. Yes, they do have a Malecon, and I'm going to show some of that shortly. Ray Garcia, Mexico City versus Merida versus Playa del Carmen. Okay. Okay. For me, I've been to Mexico City a couple of times. It's a big city with a population of about 20 million people. Now, my sister lived in Manhattan, which is in New York City, of course. She lived there for 10 years when I was at Dartmouth. So I spent so much time in New York City. I knew how to get around, what trains and what subways to take, all that kind of I could take people on tours through Manhattan. I used to walk 100 blocks a day when my sister lived at 96th and West End Avenue. But there were so many people. It was just so big. I didn't like it. And so I've heard so many wonderful things about Mexico City, but I don't like big cities. You got 20 million people in Mexico City. I know people that live there. They love it. Tooth Fairy's been there. She loved it. Many people love Mexico City. Mexico City's too big for me. I don't like that. Now, Merida, I've heard fabulous things about Merida. Wonderful things, but it's in the Yucatan. It's hot and humid there all year. I don't even want to visit. I don't like hot and humid all year. No, for me. Now, Playa del Carmen, it's a tourist city. It's a tourist city. I don't want to live in a tourist city. I've been here 20 years. Morelia, for me, is perfect. And any more questions, just, hey, and I'm wrong a lot. I'm wrong. I'm wrong more than Elon Musk, probably. Now, are there some towns of any size known for no bugs, no lizards? I'm going to say no. Mary Jane, maybe they are all Canadians because they have boycotted the USA. Maybe. Maybe. I met many of the white people. They were all Canadians. Matthew, I would love to visit Morelia, but I might stick out a lot with my freckles and red hair. Oh, no, just come on down. No, you can come down. And I stick out. I'm sure Tooth Fairy sticks out. Liston Henry sticks out. We're all black, but nobody cares. David, he's white. He's down here with his wife, Maria. Nobody bothers him. So come on down and you will be appreciated and loved down here. Okay, exchange rate went up on the week. 20.52. Source, Yahoo Finance News. Yeah, the value it has been at that rate pretty steady for, I'm going to say, about 3 months. Yep, it's been almost the same for about 3 months, very affordable. And my rent as of today is $433 a month. I pay $433 a month for rent. In Mazatlan, I was paying about $800 a month. Marco. Axel. Shorts, baseball caps. Typically, Mexicans tend to wear more work-related, formal, business casual clothing. And that's funny, too, because most of the time when I was in Zihuatanejo, I wore jeans, long pants. And I started looking around, and most I'm going to say that 97% of the Mexican men that I saw in Zihuatanejo had on long pants. I'm going to say 95 to 98% of all the Mexican men that I saw had on long pants. But all of the white people I saw were very pale with short pants. Now, where do all the men in Morelia buy their clothes? Whatever. Jamie, I love Mexico City. It's amazing. Very good. Pamela, but Jamie lives in Montreal. That's another big city. Me encanta la Ciudad de Mexico. I am moving there later this year. Pamela, good for you. David, backwards ball cap, USA. JH, Mexico welcomes black people. White people may lace. Okay. Cool. I'll set up my trip. Matthew, you will be loved and appreciated down here. Mary Jane, I will be in Morelia first week in April. Looking forward to the trip. Okay, let me know when you get here. Maybe we can have breakfast. China, how can you get an income without a Mexican CURP number? Is it easier? Okay. Now, a CURP number, I'm going to say this, and I know it's going to be wrong, but I'm just going to say that a CURP number is kind of like a social security number, but it's really not. So if you have a 1-year visa, a 2-year visa, a 3-year visa, a 4-year visa, or a permanent visa, you will automatically get a CURP number. If you have a tourist visa that lasts for 180 days, that does not come with a CURP number. But if you have any form, 1-year, 2-year, 3-year, 4-year permanent visa, you will find that CURP number on the front of that visa. So now, how can you get an income without a CURP number? Well, you can work at a restaurant or something like that. But another thing I'm going to say, or you can work online, make all your money from the United States or Canada or other countries. So, there's all kinds of ways to make money down here without having a visa. I mean, you can be illegal down here and make money. I'm just saying. Okay, now let's move ahead. And yes, we are taking questions. That's why I am here. We have 84 people in the house, 47 likes. I want to thank people for contributing to the channel. Let me get back. I still have some video clips. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Beach. Here is, look at all those boats on the beach. Tony, my taxi driver, said that the week before I was there, it was like sailboat week or something. They had a bunch of sailboat enthusiasts there. This is walking along the ocean. Lots of thatched hut restaurants. In fact, I actually went to that place. I had a beverage, ate a cheeseburger, and I sat there for quite a long time. Just watch here. See? Yep. And this is maybe, I think this is this is a Tuesday afternoon, I think. There you go. Just people sitting around on the swings with their families. Very casual, lots of people. And another thatch place to sit and enjoy yourself. One thing that I do miss about Puerto Vallarta and Mazatlan is not seeing pelicans. But lots of pelicans on the beach. And I just love it. It's kind of hard to see, but if you see the splashes, they're diving for food. They're seeing fish, diving for the fish, eating the fish. What a show. And look at all of the condos on the mountain. Wow. Yeah. That's where I was this week. And this is how I use the I'm going to get to you in a second, hat. This is how I use your donations right here. Going to these places, getting a review, another white person with shorts on, 2 of them. And notice the Mexicans have on long pants and the white people have on short pants. That's funny. I think that this is the beginning of the Malecon, something like that. Now this guy in the orange, he's a Mexican. Oh, another another art thingy. Also, there's an alligator reserve, actually a crocodile reserve. That's a Mexican guy. Notice he has on long pants, and now he's going to, in a second, he's going to do a pose with the crocodile. There you go. Notice the long pants. Long pants. Yeah, stick your head in the crocodile. Don't do that with a live, real crocodile. More statues. This is a family place for vacations. Okay, now let's go back to chat and let me make a note. Let me make a note of where I stopped here. Where was that? That was right there next. Okay. I still have a lot of clips to show, but let's go to chat over here, see what's going on. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, Pamela Jones. I was in Morelia when I was 12. I can't wait to visit one day in the future. I love it here. Which city is this? This city is called Zihuatanejo. Zihuatanejo. And since you asked, let me, and great to see you, Hat. Great to see you in the house. Let me show you where this is on the map. Hat, haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you here with us today. And here is the city of Zihuatanejo. It's about a 4.5 hour bus ride directly from Morelia to Zihuatanejo. That's all of the clips you have seen thus far are of that city, Zihuatanejo, a beautiful town. This is some of the most beautiful stuff I have seen in Mexico. But in 2 weeks, Tony took me on a tour, and in 2 weeks, I'm going to show you this tour with Tony. Okay, now let's go back to comments here. Hold on, China. Thank you, China, very much. Oh, hey, China, I'm here every Saturday. First of all, thank you very much for contributing to the channel. And if you show up, ask any questions. Ask any questions. That's why I'm here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. You are so welcome. Matthew, it's 15 degrees and sunny in Duluth, Minnesota. Oh, that's funny. Burr, yep, Tooth Fairy, Steve, Morelia. That's one of the reasons I love Morelia. I have been living here now 1 year. I have never seen a lizard, scorpion, rat, and no bugs. Okay, Tooth Fairy, that's good. And I tell you what. Okay, now hold on a second. I've been here I've been here 8 months, and I bought a can of Raid. I bought a can of Raid when I first got here, and it's still where it was. I haven't sprayed any Raid. I haven't seen any big water bugs. When I was in Mazatlan, I'd go through a can of Raid every month. When I'd go to the grocery store in Mazatlan, I might buy 2 cans of Raid because I knew that I would need it sooner or later. But I have a can of Raid. I've been in this apartment. I've never seen a mosquito in here. I've never seen a lizard in here. I've never seen a scorpion in here. So Tooth Fairy is very intelligent. Now, DH, a discerning boy whispers. I see white people. That's funny. Hey, found it. It is funny, but it was free. I was saying, where did all these white people come from? It was funny. Now, found it. There you go. Hey, that was a fabulous trip. I love what you do, Bill. I'm a Ram. Thank you. You're very welcome. Have you thought about visiting Puebla? Puebla is on my list. Puebla is on my list. Tooth Fairy. Who is that beautiful black statue? I don't know. Marco, always check your shoes, though. And Marco knows he lives in Chicago now, but his family is from Morelia, and he knows always, even in Morelia, there are scorpions. Thank you. There are also lagartijas in Morelia, small lizards in the garden. Thank you very much, Marco. Mexico is intoxicating. I can't imagine anyone visit here and still want to go back from wherever they came from, especially the United States. I love Mexico. Mexico helps me love my life. Okay. Have you visited a cenote? If so, how did you like it? I don't know what a cenote is. Fill me in. Now, gorditas. Do you love gorditas? Gorditas are cool, but I'm going to say, I was in a relationship with this person for 8 years, and they were Mexican, and I ate Mexican food every day for 8 years. All day, every day for 8 years. Now, I never eat tamales. I ate tamales every day for 8 years. And all kinds of Mexican food for 8 years. Now I cook at home. I eat cheeseburgers. And I don't care if I ever see another gordita. How you like that? Whew. I've been in Morelia almost 4 years and have only seen 2 scorpions. Right on, man. There's some creepy little mofos. Now, let's get back to some of these media assets. I've got a few more video clips here. Here we go. Okay. No, we always showed that. Here we go. We showed that. Pelicans. A family. Here we go. There we go. Just people on a Tuesday afternoon, I think. Just a family. And notice these are Mexicans. Notice they all have on long pants. All of them. Those are Mexicans. They all have on long pants. And check out the lovely beach. You don't see one piece of trash anywhere. Notice the condos over there. Look at him. Long pants. Her. Long pants. Mexicans. Here we go. White people, short pants. White people, short pants. Mexicans, long pants. Okay? Isn't that funny? People sitting in the shade, looking at the ocean and the ocean creatures. Here I'm just sitting under a tree in the shade. Just hey, this was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience. Yeah. Strongly suggested. Now, next week, Next week, I will show the video clips from Expats. I mean, on this trip, I probably had like 200 video clips. 200 video clips. I mean, hey man, I was a video mofo. Just shooting videos the entire time on the trip because I just want to do a good job. Now, Char Williams, Bill, I've never liked flying, and I'm more concerned now. What do you think about taking a bus from Texas to Morelia? Okay, let me think about that. From Texas to Morelia. I'm taking the bus. That's going to be a long bus ride. I think that's going to take you about 2 days. That's what I think. Maybe a day, a good day and a half. Just, pick a good bus line like Premier Plus, get a good bus seat. Something to read. It's extremely doable. Take some sandwiches with you, but you'll be good. Just take the bus. The bus is good. Just do it. You'll be fine. But it's gonna be a long trip. It's gonna be like 2 days. Guillermo, I can eat tacos almost every day. Last night I don't eat United States bread anymore. Down there they have Bimbo, which is like Wonder Bread. I don't eat buns unless I go to a restaurant and get a cheeseburger. But last night I had chicken thighs. I have that thing you see right behind me. That's like an air fryer. I use it every day. So last night I put some chicken thighs. I eat a lot of chicken thighs and ground beef. And whenever I eat ground beef, those are tacos. I eat tacos like every day. So last night I had chicken tacos. I made them myself. I got tortillas in that cabinet back there. I got tortillas in the cabinet. Last night I had 2 chicken tacos homemade. In my refrigerator, I still have chicken thighs that I made from yesterday. I have ground beef in the freezer. And and now my new cheese for Mexico it's called Chihuahua cheese. And so I got my ground beef, put some Chihuahua cheese on it, stick it in the air fryer for about 5 minutes with my tortillas. And then I've got some mix in the refrigerator. It's my salsa. I made it myself. I got these special kidney beans I use. So in the fridge, all mixed up, I got kidney beans, chopped up tomatoes, chopped up onions with the kidney beans. So I put that on my ground beef tortilla. I got a taco with I eat those every day. That's what I live on. That's what I live on. Are they serving prawns in Zihuatanejo? They look like shrimp. Yes, they do. Yes, I have never seen a real prawn except in Madrid, Spain. I don't know. Susan Bostic. Good afternoon, Bill. I'm wondering, where are the senior retirement communities, independent assisted living, and memory care? What are the costs? How do they compare to the U.S.? Thank you. Very good question, Susan. There are many independent assisted living and memory care places throughout Mexico. And I'm going to say when I was living in Chapala, there were many. And I know that one that I know of, it was $1,400 a month. So you live there, and that includes your place to stay. That includes food. They have doctors and nurses there. And that was $1,400 a month. There were many of them. I interviewed Rosie. If you go to buildthegeek.org and let's see here. Hold on a second. Again, go to buildthegeek.org, go to FAQs, and the second link from the top of the page, you'll see the name Rosie. And I interviewed Rosie 3 times. She can help you find apartments. She can help you buy property. She can help you with immigration. And when I was with her, I spent a fair amount of time with her. And I asked her, well, what about places like what you're talking about, the question that you just asked. And she says, oh, yeah, there's all kinds of places like that in Morelia. So you can always call her and ask her. Okay, now, wow. Okay, David. It's the scorpions you don't see that are the ones you need to work. That's funny. Because scorpions, man, they go everywhere. They can climb. I mean, they don't need, all they need is you. They go everywhere in everything. I've seen them everywhere. I was in Playa del Carmen in 2022. I liked it there. But people are always getting my money all the time. Tourist trap, yeah. Yeah, it's a yeah. I don't even want to go there. Did you see bugs pest on this? I saw no bugs. No bugs in my hotel. Outside, the only bugs I saw outside were ants. But it wasn't like a horror movie or anything. But I did see ants. Retired life, Mexico. Hola, Bill y gente. Hola, retire. I'm going to look you guys up. Retired life, Mexico. I'm going to look you guys up. I wrote it down last time, but I forgot. Hola to you. A cenote is a natural underground pool of water. Very good. Thank you very much. Marco, I tell it like I see it. I live on the 5th floor of the most beautiful building I've ever lived in. My apartment is very clean, big, beautiful. It's only about 2 years old. And this is a very loving and friendly group here. We ask each other questions. Char, there's a specific bus line in Austin with a direct bus rides to different cities in Mexico. There you go, helping each other out. Can you sit on a long haul bus and recharge a cell phone somehow? Yeah. Okay. First of all, I always have this charger with me. So I can charge my phone just from this thing right here. But on the bus that I took, they had a phone charger on every seat in the bus. And this varies even in the same bus line. Like on the way there, they had electrical outlets for each seat. So if you had one of these things, you just plug it into the electrical outlet and then plug your phone into the other side. That was on the way there. That's what they had on every seat, one of these. On the way back, they just had these plugs like this in every seat. And it varies within bus lines. So you can go, like Premier Plus is a popular bus line. They're very clean. Sometimes they'll have charges, sometimes they don't. Okay, from the border to Morelia. Oh, very good. Driving 12 to 16 hours. Bus closer to 16 hours. I have relatives that do it all the time from Chicago. Thank you, Marco. Marco, his family is from Morelia. He lives in Chicago. I don't mind the ride. It'll be better than being terrified for any amount of time. I'm figuring out my logistics. Thank you for your opinion. Yeah, the buses are much in Mexico. The buses are way more comfortable than airplanes. I mean, on my bus ride this time, those seats were fabulous. They're very comfortable, man. Yeah. Ian, I took the bus from Phoenix to Oaxaca. It's easy to do, but you might want to stop halfway and stay in a hotel. Yeah, okay. Also, if you take the bus or a plane in Mexico, dress like it's wintertime. Be prepared to be cold, because in Mexico, you get on a bus and they crank the air up. Almost every Mexican you see, no matter what time of year it is, has a blanket when they get on. It can be August and it's 95 degrees outside, but everybody waiting on the bus will have 2 or 3 blankets. And I'm going to say, I always wear long underwear and long pants. I usually take 3 hoodies. I take 3 hoodies. If I'm getting on a bus, I'm taking 3 hoodies. It's going to be cold. Always dress like you're going to Canada in the wintertime if you're taking the bus, especially a long bus ride. There you go. Right on. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, now. Okay. Yeah, always cover your drain. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. That's another funny thing. Everywhere I've lived in Mexico, going to Marco's statement, he is so right, because that's where those big super cockroaches come in, through the drains, and they got little round things, little round rubber things that go right over the drain in the shower. You cover those things up. Okay, now. Thank you very much, Pamela Jones. Thank you. Virginia, great to see you, girl, in New York. The airlines don't allow those in your bag or on you. Okay. Greetings from Long Island. Long time no see. No, girl, we haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, okay, y'all. Well, let me show one more video clip, and then I'm going to the grocery store. Next week, I will show you video clips from Ixtapa. It's a total different environment than these streets. I loved this city. I loved the layout. I loved all these little skinny streets, the pedestrian traffic. I loved the restaurants right out, I really enjoyed this. And the beach was cool. I hadn't seen the beach for about 8 months, since Mazatlan. But I loved seeing the pelicans, all the boats. I totally recommend this trip. And wait for in 2 weeks when Tony takes me on the tour. he showed me some things that that rocked my world for his entire tour. Now, big shout to Michael and Luisa from Retired Life Mexico. All right. The Char Blue Planet Tours from Chicago to Morelia. Thank you, Marco. Very good. All right, you guys. Well, I'm getting ready to head to the grocery store. Robert Olabill, good to see you're doing well. Thank you very much, Robert. Perhaps next time I'm in GDL, we plan a trip and we'll stop in Morelia to say hello. Please do. And we can do breakfast. I don't do dinners, but I do do breakfast. And please let me know when you visit. I had a couple of people coming to Morelia this week, but I was on the road. If I'm on the road, I won't be seeing you. All right. Okay. Now, so I'm getting ready to hit the road. I'm going to the grocery store. Thank you. If you're watching the recorded version of this broadcast and you would like to contribute to the channel, there is a link in the description below the video. Also, stay informed. Watch the Midas Touch. Stay informed. A lot of stuff is going on in the United States right now. Stay informed. Now, what else do I have to say? Well, let me come over here. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I want to say thank you to everyone who joined us today. We will have more video clips next week of Ixtapa. We'll have more video clips next week about Ixtapa, another fabulous place, a must-see city in Mexico as far as I'm concerned. I want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for clicking the like button. Thanks for contributing to the channel. All I can do is say I love you all. Thanks for sharing with one another and with me. So I'm out here, man. All I can say is adios, hasta luego, and to each and every one of you, love you all. Que te vaya bien.